we played Atari today.
Greetings everyone, it's Adam with Irata Non Grata, and I had record some stuff for the Atari 7800 recently. Just didn't get a chance to do the commentary stuff on it that I needed to and edit it all and whatnot. Also, with the Jaguar, which is what this video is going to be about. In fact, let me push start here on the trailer for Wings of Death. I did order Jumping Its Shadows. I'm just still waiting on that to ship. I guess Atari Age has been busy with stuff, and they've also mentioned online that it can take up to a month for certain things to ship out. It's almost been a month now, but that they're hoping to bring that down. But as soon as I get Jumping at Shadows, then I'll be doing some videos based on that. But Songbird Productions has mentioned that they are bringing the old Atari ST / Amiga, Commodore Amiga scrolling shoot 'em up game Wings of Death to the Jaguar. And this video of the gameplay was posted today, and so just taking a look at it here with you. Now, I've never actually played Wings of Death. I mean, I have an Atari ST, a 1040F, I think it is, but I never had a lot of games for it, and I need to come up with like an SD card solution or of some kind so that I can more easily use it. However, I'd really like to get a Falcon. Or at the very least, like a Mega STE or something, because Falcons are a little hard to come by. But that's what I've always kind of wanted when it comes to Atari's non-8-bit computers, like the 16 and the 32-bit computers, because it's like that would be the pinnacle of that series, of course, and it's backwards compatible and all that jazz, because there's Faster, which just came out for the STE, and would also be compatible with the Falcon. That I'd love to try on that. But either way, this game, in watching it, it's very interesting to me how close this is to the sequel to Dragon Spirit. Now, it's called Dragon Saber, and it's not very well known because it wasn't really ported to anything other than the PC Engine. I used to own one. The arcade version is where it existed principally. I got a great deal on it and owned it for a while, but nobody really played it. Nobody was familiar with it, and it was a tough game. But a lot of the artwork and even how the power-ups look is similar to Dragon Saber. And so in a way, this is like getting Dragon Saber on the Jaguar. But one thing that I'm noticing about this gameplay is that it doesn't have your typical Euro shoot 'em up style to it. Because like one thing that I dislike a lot about Euro shoot 'em ups is how the enemies, there's so many enemies you can't destroy because they all take multiple hits. They're all bullet sponges, and that's not fun. And like if you pay attention to how shoot 'em ups are designed in Japan versus how they were designed in Europe for things like the ST and the Amiga, you'll notice in the Japanese ones, most enemies die on one shot, and that allows you to still have plenty of action. And then you also avoid the frustration of you're trying to destroy an enemy, but like they don't even die for the time that they're on the screen, even though you seem to be shooting them the entire time. And so it's nice that this is not following that same spiel. And in fact, another thing that I'm thinking of as I watch through this footage is that I mean, I guess this was designed by Eclipse software, who designed Iron Soldier. It's really too bad that they didn't release this for the Jaguar back in the day. Like, this would have been a fine launch title. Now, there are some enhancements to this version that aren't present in the ST and the Amiga versions, such as it runs at 60 frames a second, according to the text. It has some new music and voiceovers and power-ups and a new difficulty mode, and so those are all niceties. Of course, I would not mind if there was some extra graphical effects thrown in for good measure. I mean, one thing that the ST and Amiga don't seem to have a lot. I could be wrong about this just because I haven't played a super ton of ST and Amiga games, but that's sprite scaling. You know, it's like the Lynx had hardware sprite scaling, and it used that a lot to great effect. The Jaguar supported it just as well, and it could do rotation and all sorts of sprite manipulation techniques. But it'd be nice to see if they are able to integrate that. And they say this is coming later in 2025, but it'd be kind of cool to have some extra touches, and you could even do it in certain limited ways. Like some of the enemies, you could do some limited sprite scaling. Like the Lynx does this too, where it creates kind of a pulsing effect where it's quickly scaling in and out on stuff. So like some of these enemies that would look cooler than just their regular animations. Also be nice to see some extra oomph to the explosions, like particle effects of things bursting apart and all that, or don't know if they can add in cry lighting effects or anything. Maybe I'm asking too much. I don't know. But it's like, it'd just be nice to see the Jaguar throw in even more stuff. Like these enemies right here, that'd be great to see like a pulsing kind of scaled lighting effect. Of course, that could be done with animation just as well, but or also on the menus, the game menus that we saw earlier. That would be good to see some cooler effects. But again, I'd still be happy with this one. This looks like a game I'd enjoy playing, so I'll probably be grabbing this even if they don't add anything else to it from what we see here. But if anybody's listening on there, and if you can, that would be cool. But anyways, what do you think about this one? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll catch you on the next Errata Non Grata video.